What's up, everybody? This is 116 Lyric Explainer coming at you with an interview on myself, not an explanation, because I promised that you guys, if you were on the last video of the interview that I was interviewing my friends, I said that I would do an interview to myself based off those questions. So I'm going to be doing that today. So, first question to kick it off is, how has 116 music impacted you? So, how has it impacted me? So I've been listening to it ever since I've been like super young. Like Michael introduced to me when he started listening to it. So I've been listening to it for like, I would say over 4 years. Or I remember probably like even longer than that. I would say at least 6. So 1/3 of my life, greater than that, I've been listening to it ever since I've been like able to like listen to music. I would say that I've been listening to that music, but I haven't listened to it as much as Michael did because he said he listened to it on his MP3, but I didn't listen to it on my MP3. I think I listened to it on my iPod, and I got an MP3 before I got my iPod, so I think it was after that. But yeah, so that's how long I've been listening to it. But how has it impacted me? It's impacted me like I would not be the same person without it, for sure. Definitely not. I can't imagine how I would be turning out right now if I like listened to a different part of music. Like even if it was just like rock and roll music, like that's not like necessarily bad. Oops, shoot, dropped my notebook. But it's not like necessarily like bad music. I mean but like it's just the positivity that 116 has brought me. Like I wouldn't trade that for anything. Like I would not like go back and say it wouldn't matter if I didn't listen to music. Like definitely would not say that. So I would not be the same without it. And it's definitely made me like think about Christ in a way that like nothing else could. Be like, what does this lyric mean? And be like, it says like a biblical theme, like what does this mean? And it makes me like want to search out who Christ is and to read the Bible more. So it drives me to want to know Christ more. It still does every single day, every time I listen to their music. I was raised on it, and it made me want to know God more. So like I wrote down all the answers. If in case I'm looking down a lot, that's because so how is 116 music unique? So straight up, 116 music, it will last forever. Like it's gonna last for eternity. A lot of the music that the majority of hip hop is like putting out today, or like the culture of hip hop, like they're just promoting things that won't last forever. Straight up, like to talk about money, like you can't take anything out of the world. So like that's not gonna last. So this music, it's gonna last forever. This channel and everything else that's like promoting that, I believe it's gonna last forever. Whether like I believe that. So and anybody that's unashamed of the gospel is gonna last forever. So if you guys are watching this and you're unashamed, then like you're gonna live forever. So 116 music is unique because it's got a purpose behind it that like not a lot of music has behind it in the hip hop community. It glorifies, another way is that like it glorifies Christ in a way that like nothing else can do. Like it brings people into the church in a way that like nothing the church cannot bring in. Like it's unique. And I said this in the other video, and I still strongly believe this, that like all the youth pastors in America and like the whole world, if they like started to really like strongly get behind CHH, like I would not be surprised if the amount of people that went to church within the next 20 years increased. Like if people did a study, and like if we could like get all the pastors to like be like, yo, we're gonna just for this like 1 year, we're gonna say not to listen to it for this generation, or like we choose this amount of people to listen to it, and then this amount of people to listen to it, I would like 100% say that group that listens to it is going to be actively involved in the church in like their future years, and however long they are through life, because I think I was gonna say this later, but oh yeah. So like what? So in the Bible, I forgot what verses it is, but Jesus says, "Let the little children come to me." So I think like why he says that is because psychologically, you're influenced more when you're young. And in Proverbs it says, teach your kids the way of the lost, or teach your kids God's law, so that when they get older they won't depart from it. Doesn't mean like they're gonna not be Christians, but it's gonna be in their minds and they're not gonna forget it. And that's the same way with hip hop music. Is hip hop music what the majority of youthful people listen to is hip hop music. So therefore, based off that statistic, or not a statistic, but based off of that fact of that, like the majority of people listen to it and people are influenced. So based off of the statistic that the majority of people are listening to hip hop music and the majority of like when people are influenced by things in their youthful life, then debatably hip hop music is one of the most important genres of music currently. And that's a big fact right there. So that's how I think that 106 music is unique. And sometimes if Youth Pastor would just ride behind it, then I feel like the church would do a lot better, as far as like people believing in God and stuff, and specifically Christ. So like in heaven, we're gonna turn up to it. In heaven, there's not gonna be like any talks. In heaven, there won't be any displaying of women like in a way that God doesn't think about women. And any of that music that portrays that is not going to last forever. And God's gonna like cut that off because it's not holy, and because it's in contradiction to what His Word says. And 106 music is in flow, pun intended, with what God's Word says. So therefore, it's gonna last forever. In heaven, it's gonna be like we're gonna turn up, and the concerts are gonna be lit because everything's gonna be perfect. We're gonna be able to like. Mosh pits are gonna be insane because we're not gonna be able to break our bones or anything like that. But like for real, that's the music that's gonna last forever. Like in KB's song "No Chains," he says "Haven't got a playlist," and in "No Chains" he talks about like secular music and how their music isn't like they chain themselves because they're representing sin. And actually, I think I might do a explanation of that song because there's just so much to unpack with that one. Because KB is a lyrical genius. Third question. Actually, what I'm gonna say now is, I'm thinking about expanding my channel to like youth channel maybe, or not. Well, this is a youthful channel because, like I said, hip hop music is what the majority of teens listen to, and like I interact with a bunch of you guys, and like I've not met like any adults. Actually I have, but like not anybody like that's older than 40 years old on my Instagram. So like this is kids, like what kids growing up into is this music. So with that said, I think I'm really interested in psychology. So I think in the future I might be expanding my channel to like psychology kind of things, or I'm also interested in psychology in sports, especially soccer. So I think I might expand my channel to that. So if you guys are down with that, let me know in the comments below. And what I think about doing, actually I'm gonna say this at the end of my video too, but I might actually I might explain a song, but only the people that comment are the people that are going to receive that explanation. I'm gonna like send it to you through like DMs or through a chat on here if I can. I don't really know how that works, but if you're on Instagram, then I'm definitely gonna be able to send that to you. Or you can actually give me your email. Yeah, you give me your email and I'll be able to send that to you. So let me know in the comment, or make sure you guys comment. Like just say anything. Don't comment the letter, but you know what I'm saying. So I'll send you guys like an unreleased video to the community for just the people that comment. So, next question. Do you think the world needs 116 music? Yes, definitely. Like I said about like if all the youth pastors rode behind it, like it would impact the youth way more, and it would impact the youth in a unique way that pastors can't, like that church can't, the elders can't, like people in the church can't impact people like these hip hop artists on 116 art that on 116 music cannot. So that's why I'm on this channel, because I'm trying to spread this community, and because I believe in this music, and I believe that if people listen to it, it would impact their life in a positive way. I was talking to Flame, and I told him about my channel, and he was like, yeah, there was a time, like I think he said at the beginning of hip hop, was where like they were really lyrically focused, but now they're starting to like transition towards like more swag and more appearance and just like beats. And what I want to do with the channel is just like make people aware of what they're listening to, and make and have people think about how it impacts their brain and psychology right there. Like how does music influence your brain? I think I'm gonna do like a full video on that actually, because I think that's a really dope idea, and it's something I'm interested in and something I'm passionate about. And something that I like to live by is when you're like I'm gonna do what I want with my life. Like I'm not gonna work under a boss. I want to be my own boss with my life, and I want to make money and be my own boss, and I don't want to have anybody tell me what to do. So that's my goal in life. But what I'm trying to do is not figure out like what passion I have to choose for that to happen. So first of all, like most people don't follow their passions. They just do, like they go to college and they just get a job out of that, and they get stuck in this formal education. And what I want to do is just like figure out what my passion is and figure out how those passions connect and be my own boss. Because first of all, not a lot of people are like their own boss, and secondly, not a lot of people are able to. They have to choose one passion. But what I want to do is be my own boss and figure out how those passions connect with each other. So that's just what I'm trying to do, and I think that this channel is gonna display that. So that's just some insider information for what you guys are hearing right now for the future of this channel. Next question. Who is my favorite artist? My favorite artist was KB, because I'll tell you why. I love KB. I love all the 106 artists, Paris, Zonti, like all of them. I love them. Joey Vantis, John Keith, man, I could go on and on listing the artists, but I love KB. And what part he is now, but I'll tell you about that in a little bit. But KB right now, because he's a lyrical genius. Like he's just crazy with how he thinks through things, and every time I listen to his music, I'm like, this lyric connects here, and boom, 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 boom. I can just like see all the connections, and it's super dope every time I listen to his music. So I just love him, and he is like one of the reasons why like I started to really think about explaining lyrics, is because I'm like, whoa, like so like all the artists, like they have lyrical play, but like I just personally feel like KB, he's just like extra good at it, I think, or he does it in a really unique style, or he's just like the guy that got me started. He's the first guy that I thought about lyrics more than others, I would say, or more than other artists, because I think I just listened to him more or something like that. But he was like the first guy that I started to really think about lyrics about. And one time, there was this time when I was like, I think 7th grade or 8th grade, we were on vacation, and my faith, like, it was like kind of weird, and I was in like a really like foggy season, I would say. And I listened to his EP 100, and like I remember like I was on a bus because we were on a tourist and I was on vacation, so we were on this tourist bus like going to Greece, and I remember listening to that, and then I was just like I started to cry a little. Like I couldn't like bawl because I was like on a bus, and that would be really awkward, but I started to like get really emotional when I was listening to that music, and my heart, like, it just felt like it wasn't like it didn't feel like as peaceful and like as healed as it was when I like became a Christian, but it was really close to that, I would say. And that music like brought me that, so I'll never forget that. And if there was like a favorite EP that I would have, I would say it would be that one, because I've never been like as much like emotionally attached to that. So that's for me. That's just me. So and What Party, cannot forget about him. Okay, so recently I've been like transitioning more to What Party, because it's crazy, because like the day I broke up with my girlfriend, he released Pleasant Hill. And if you guys haven't listened to that, or if you guys don't understand the lyrics of it, he's basically incorporating sin as his ex. So like he's like dodging sin is like how he's dodging his ex, pretty much, is a way to sum it up. So like that's crazy, because like the day I broke up with my girlfriend, he released an EP about exes. And that's just like, that was super dope. I didn't know that at the time, but the more I listened to it, and the more I experienced the aftermath of a breakup, the more I resonated with his lyrics, and the more I understood his lyrics. So that was like super dope to have that happen. But it was also like a season of my life where I was like, man, like breakups suck, and relationships and the aftermath of them can suck sometimes. But maybe I'll go into like a full Pleasant Hill lyric explanation, but like I have a lot of ideas to do, so we'll see what happens. Because plus like I don't want to like kick it back when we're up with the new and like all the new music. But for sure I'm doing the summer 19, and I'm gonna say that at the end. But final question: what is my favorite song? My favorite song is like that is 100, and 100 is in the 100 EP. Like I would say is that is my favorite song, because it's the song that I remember listening to when I was really young. And I remember one time I was in the basement, and we were with like my friend and Big Mike, and we were just like hanging out, and I remember that song being played from the laptop. And I don't remember like a lot from my youthful years, but I remember like that song, so it just like stuck out to me, I guess. And I was like really young, so I didn't really know how to comprehend it, I guess. But I also remember like there was this other song. It was like this Flow Rida one. I forgot what it was, but it was, man, I forgot what it was, but it was like it was like I couldn't like not think about the lyrics when I was listening to it. And ever since then, like I've just I think I might do a whole video on this, but it's gonna be on like your gift. And man, I have so many ideas for videos. Like I love this YouTube account, and I love that I can impact people through it. But like you guys, every single one of you guys is important to me. But like I cannot like just listen to a song and then not think about it. And I remember 100. I did a speech on it at school, because there was like this. I was in speech class, and the teacher was like, "Yo, choose a song." Except he didn't say "yo," but he was like, "Choose a song, and what's your favorite song, and like talk about it." So when I did that, like I like talked about it, and I talked about why it was my favorite song, and I just like went into this like lyric explaining mode. And I just like, well, I like had an outline and everything, but like I just felt this feeling, and it was like I knew that like I was like on the stage of like, yo, I love explaining lyrics. I have this like emotional feel for explaining lyrics, and I don't get this from anything else. So that's how I knew I had a gift for it, is because I knew that like I don't get that from anything else when I explain lyrics. So. And that was and the song that I explained was 100. So, that was the favorite song that I chose. And, it's like one of the songs that I realized that that's my gift, for explaining lyrics. So, that is the final question that I have for you guys. So, let me know what you guys think of this video. Do you have any other questions for me? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, if you guys, the people that comment, and the people that comment the most are gonna get explanation that is not released to the community of the Summer 19 playlist. I promise I'm going to make one. It's going to be for you guys who comment and for you guys who are active. with comments. You guys just like go spamming, like, I mean, I might give it to you, but like if there's somebody who's been like consistent, then I'm definitely gonna give it to them. So consistency is key with these unreleased things, and I might do a giveaway as well. So consistency, like stay consistent, guys. Comment consistently. You know what I'm saying? And if you guys are on Instagram and you guys are following me and you guys are liking a lot and commenting a lot, then that's also consistency. And reacting to my story as well. Be like, and I like asking you guys questions. Like I said, what song do you guys want me to explain from the Summer 19 playlist? Like people that commented and said answers, like those are already up there for the giveaways that I'm probably gonna do in the future, and the unreleased video that I have, or I haven't filmed it yet, but that I'm gonna make. So with that said, I'm gonna make a playlist for the Summer 19 songs. I said it on my story like last night, so make sure you guys go on Instagram and follow me if you haven't already, and make sure you guys like, comment anything if you guys want to be up there for the giveaway and the unreleased video, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in my next video. For my next video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be explaining bands from Wande featuring Byron Jane, I think it is, or Byron Juane, I don't know, but I'm going to be explaining bands, and then I'm going to be explaining a bunch of songs from the Summer 19 playlist, or Summer 19 like releases that got released last night, and I'll make a playlist on myself. So make sure you guys go cop all those, and I'll see you guys over on the other side at the Summer 19 playlist. Peace.